the sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is 60 times the size of the exterior angle. Find the number of sides of the polygon. So this is a question on polygons, and it also concerns angles. Before you answer such kind of a question, you have to make sure you know the two basic formulas. The first formula is a formula concerning the interior angles. So for all interior angles, we will have the formula 90 into 2n minus 4. This formula will give you the sum of all interior angles. And for all exterior angles, we have the formula 360 over n. So to find each exterior angle, we will use the formula 360 over n. To find the sum of interior angles, we will use the formula 90 into 2n minus 4. So the first thing here, we will now take our information and equate it to these two formulas. The sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is 60 times the size of the exterior angle. Now, the interior angle is 90. The formula for interior angles is 90 into 2n minus 4. But what have we been told? The sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is 60 times the size of the exterior angle. Now, as I told you before, this formula will give you the sum of interior angles. And in the question, we are told that the sum of interior angles is 60 times the size of the exterior angle. The exterior angle is this. So it is equivalent to 360 over n, but times 60. This whole angle times 60. So let us foil the information by eliminating this denominator. Now let's multiply everything by n. We'll first open this bracket. It becomes 180n minus 360 equaling to 360 times 60 over n. Now, because we have this 60, we can now divide everything by 60 to eliminate the 60. When we divide this by 60, it is we are dividing it by 60 to get a smaller figure which we can easily deal with. So it becomes 3n minus 360 divided by 60 is 6, equaling to this 60 already cancels. So it is 360 over n. We have cancelled that 60. Now let's multiply everything by n to eliminate the denominator. Times n times n times n. So it's 3n squared minus 6n equals to 360. This n goes with this n, goes to 360. And immediately we can now notice that we are having a quadratic because there is an n squared and an n here. So now let's take this 360 to the other side. 3n squared minus 6n minus 360 should give us a 0. Now when we are having quadratics, to make it easier, let's make n equals to n squared as equal to 1. Now by multiplying every factor here by 3, divided by 3, divided by 3, divided by 3, we'll have an n squared minus 2n minus 120 equals to 0. Now, we have gotten to that point, and the next thing, we have to solve the quadratic. The easiest way we can solve the quadratic, for me, we have two ways, but we can use the completing square or the quadratic formula. I will use the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula states that x is equal to negative b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4 AC over 2A. So now let's replace everything. But when we come to this formula, notice that the number before n squared becomes A. This becomes -2 will become B, and -120 will become C. So now let's replace the information on the quadratic formula. So x should be equal to -b. B is -2, so negative of -2 becomes 2, plus or minus square root of b, root of b. B is -2 minus 4ac. 4ac root of b squared, x equals to 2 plus or minus root of b squared. B squared, -2 times -2 is a 4. Negative minus 4ac. A is 1, c is 120. Multiply the 2 is -120 times 4, negative 480. Negative 480. Negative of -480 is a positive 480. All over 2a. 2 times a is 1, so it remains 2. Now let's now work out this square first. 480 plus 4 is 484. The root of 484 is 22, so it is 2 plus 22 plus or minus 22 over 2. That should give us an x. So we have this stuff here, 2 plus or minus. So we can start with positive. Because we have to get two values of x, then choose the most appropriate. 2 plus 22 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So the first x can be 12, or 2 minus 22 is a -20. -20 divided by 2 is -10. So we have two x's, but these two x's both cannot be the answer. We'll now look at the question. We are dealing with angles, and an angle cannot be a negative of an angle. We cannot have a negative of an angle. So already -10 is disqualified. So the most appropriate answer is 12. So x is equal to 12. We cannot have a negative when we are dealing with angles. 12 is the number of sides, so it is 12 sides. And that is that.